So why do midgets laugh when they run?
Why?
Because the grass tickles their balls. Welcome to Friends with Idiots. I am your host today, Ethan. Today we've got Kevin to my left, and over there is Phil.
I'm also on his left.
But
yeah, in front of me, left, whatever. We're missing 2 limbs today because they've got the plague.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. Sam and Jake.
Alright, hashtag Jexit.
I hope you fucking died. We've got something decent to talk about next time.
We've got something really good to talk about next time because Netflix, as of tomorrow, although when you listen to this will be Friday, just gone, are releasing a documentary on Madeleine McCann and her disappearance and, you know, an inquest into her parents more than anything. Now,
what I like about this is the fact that I can't remember his name. I think it's Gonzalo or something. The lead investigator, Portuguese guy, was all for the parents like being at fault. So I think the parents fight that they didn't want this on Netflix. So we know that
they've lost anyway because it's going to be on.
What I mean is it's going to be biased. So let's face it, who likes the McCanns?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, obviously, we're all from Leicester, and Madeleine McCann's parents live in a town called Rothley, which is in Leicester, and they both work at a hospital here.
Leicester General Hospital.
Leicester General
If you
Hospital.
want to know where they work.
Big up General Hospital in Leicester. The nurses are awesome. But nurses anywhere are awesome.
The nurses are awesome. What kind of experiences did you have?
Let's not go into it. But anyway,
did they tickle
basically,
your balls?
the general consensus from what we can gather from everybody in Leicester is we feel bad, obviously, the girl's gone missing, but how long has it been now?
So it was 2007.
It's weird that you know that.
It is weird that you know that.
It is very weird that you know that. But anyway...
It's in his planner.
It's in his planner. But yeah, 12 years it's been going on. I remember reading about it every single day in a newspaper, the local paper, Leicester Mercury. I used to deliver this when I was a kid. That's how long ago it was.
You still had a
I never had a shit job like that.
You never...
No.
It was a shit job, especially when you got rained on all the time, and then the paper got wet, and then people moaned because their paper was fucking wet.
And the dog went for you.
And the dogs went for you.
Paper. I feel like paper rounds is like you see it in American films.
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
No, it's a real thing. but I mean, like, where did it originate from? England or America? Because like, why the fuck can American kids get away with riding a bicycle and fucking launching the paper onto
I really wish I could have done that.
You can't do that in England. If you launched the fucking Daily Mercury, like Leicester Mercury, at someone's window, they'd come out and shoot you.
They genuinely would.
What streets you been living down?
Well, he lived in Spain when he was a kid, so...
I lived with you at one point. So.
He did live with you at one point, that's dangerous enough.
And he lived with you.
But didn't you get paid
well.
something stupid like £8 a week?
Yeah, I got paid £12 for my evening paper round, so I got paid £12 for 6 days worth of evening paper round.
That's bullshit, isn't it?
It took 20 minutes to do it.
Wow.
It took me 20 minutes on a bike to do it.
Yeah, but that's 5 days a week, or 7 days a week.
I was 13. I mean, that, like 13 quid was
you were rich.
Everything to... I was rich. I had a Sunday paper round as well. I got paid £10 for that just for one day. And that was like Sunday morning at 6 o'clock.
But per day is not too bad, is it?
No, it's not too bad.
You can round that up if you do it every day.
They're probably paying you like £1.50 a day. And if you're only working
bullshit.
20 minutes.
Like, listen, Rashid, I don't want to do your paper round anymore.
Exactly, but basically there were kids in China making more money than me doing my paper round, and they were making shoes for Nike.
Or T-shirts.
Or T-shirts, whichever you fancy, unless you go to Bangladesh and it's Primark.
Yeah, this is it. Like, you see all these like popular brands and that in shops and stuff. You think, you know what? I kind of know how they're made. I know where they came from.
Yeah.
But I don't want to dress like shit. So you don't know what you're doing, do you? Like, I want to. You're tied between. Yeah, I don't want to go around looking like a poor person, but I also don't want to go around looking like something that, you know. I don't want to go around like flashing all this designer stuff when a little Thai guy made it or something.
You wait for someone like Primark who advertise fair trade clothing and that with like chocolate and that. They need to do fair trade.
Have you ever heard of false advertising?
Yeah,
like, that's the kind of stuff that's made in Bangladesh.
That's where Primark gets their clothes made. Primark gets their clothes made in Bangladesh. Yeah. But it's like the whole thing. You know how you don't really eat meat anymore.
Yeah.
And I
big up veggies. I'm a fake vegetarian. I eat fish.
So you're a pescatarian.
I'm not a pescatarian. I eat what the fuck I want to eat. I just choose not to eat red meat and white meat.
Which is fair enough. But
wait, is fish white meat?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. So I don't eat chicken, beef, lamb.
Although according to pescatarians, fish isn't meat.
Yeah, I don't understand that. They're a live animal that come out the sea.
Yeah, so it's meat.
Yeah.
It's muscle. You're eating muscle.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm an idiot. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But But yeah, it's like with that. It's like I love animals, right? Love animals more than almost any person, especially like Barney. But I'm not going to stop eating them.
No.
Because I enjoy it.
Yeah, but that's like I'm not going to sit here and slate your views because.
Well, I'm going to sit here and slate yours. Yeah,
but if you want to eat meat, don't eat meat.
Yeah.
Sorry, eat meat. If you don't want to eat meat, then leave us alone. Like there's no. If you want to, I don't advertise it. Like I have just now, but that's because you asked. Like,
how do you feel about eating things that animals make, like eggs and milk and?
I don't really.
Well, they're making them anyway.
I eat cheese. I eat milk. I eat eggs. Like I'm not a vegan. So big up vegans. You do what you want to do. Like,
well, that's it. Just
be an individual. Yeah.
But don't browbeat people for it because they're not doing it
exactly.
as well.
If it's not hurting anybody, then.
If you came up to me as a vegan in the street and you said, "Hey, veganism's pretty cool. Why don't you get? You could give it a go, like for a couple of days. See how you feel.
I did it for a month.
I was that, and I'd be like, you know what? I'll give it a go. I probably won't like it because I miss chicken too much.
Yeah.
But if you come up to me and you're a vegan in the street and you're like, you're a murderer because you eat meat. I don't eat meat. I'm a vegan. All this kind of thing.
Yeah,
and you act like you're better than I am. Then I'm just going to get pissed off and not want to be a vegan or not even try it because I just want to spite you because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, they carry.
Did you find it hard with your body to adjust it? Because I know your body struggles.
I was. Well, the reason I did it was because I never had any energy. I can
vouch for that. He had no energy ever because this is when he was living with me.
Just spent all my time in bed. Never had any energy. I was drinking too much. No caffeine, no alcohol, no dairy, no anything. No processed. That was it. I just literally lived off fucking salad and stuff. Like
he only eats organic salad.
And I just drank a shitload of juice as well because it gave me energy.
I feel like Kevin's the type of person that if he tried to conform to any kind of diet, he'd probably just explode.
No, when me and Kev lived together, so Kevin's got a Pepsi obsession. Yeah. When we lived together, he had a tattoo. No, listen. Kevin had a Pepsi tattoo. It's now been covered. But when we were living together, Kevin was like, right, Ethan, I'm going to stop doing Pepsi. And he was like, no fizzy drinks whatsoever. I'm just going to spread it out, do no fizzy drinks. He used to come home, be like, oh yeah, didn't drink anything today, blah, blah, blah. I'd get in his car and I'd look in the back seat and it'd be fucking empty cans and bottles everywhere. Like, Kevin, you're like a secret heroin addict. Like, I promise I'm clean. Jittering everywhere.
To be honest, what I could have done, if they were all bottles, I could have said, I meant cans, not bottles. I could still drink bottles. I should have just said that.
No, but
there were cans in there too, Kev.
When you did it properly, you did really well. How long did you do it for?
10, 11 months.
What, no fizzy or no Pepsi?
No Pepsi. I slowly, in the end, started having like Lucasade, but then I did full on Pepsi and that for 10 months.
Imagine replacing Pepsi for something worse like Lucasade.
Do you know what? I mean, I gave up smoking about 3 years ago.
I didn't know you smoked.
You saw me smoke.
Phil chain smoked.
I chain smoked in town. No, he's not wrong. I did. I'd literally stay in the smoking area all night.
To be honest, then again, if you were out of town, I was probably pissed. I can't remember.
Yeah, 100%. You were always drunk when we were in town, but I smoked a lot and I gave up, and I found that relatively difficult.
That was when we were at Gannon's together.
Yeah.
And you bought a vape, and how long were you on that for?
Like 2 months, and I got pissed off with it.
Yeah, I remember you just stopped, but because we went to Christmas party.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you sure you're not tempted, Phil?" And you were like, "No."
Yeah, I sort of found a way to beat it, and that was genuinely just.
And you were doing it as well. You were doing no Coke.
I was trying
not cocaine, guys. You were no Coca-Cola.
That was harder, and it still is now because I still drink it now. If I tried to give it up now, it's a lot harder than giving up to smoking.
It's hard because all the sugar and the caffeine just give you headaches. Because the first few days after.
This is the problem. So I used to wake up every morning, and my partner would have a cup of coffee ready for me in a takeaway mug, and I'd leave the house at like 5:45 in the morning.
Yeah,
and I'd have my coffee. By the time I got to work, I needed to shit so badly, and I'd have a headache, like a banging headache. Because like I don't drink caffeine at all. Like I drink fruit teas, and stuff like that. I don't drink caffeine unless if I don't want a beer with my dinner at the pub, I'll have a Coke. That's as far as I go. Caffeine's a no go for me. I get a migraine.
That was the hardest thing.
I think it's getting older. Like getting older, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Welcome to my generation.
Your generation was yonks ago, like generations ago.
Kev is a baby boomer.
Wait, is he a baby boomer?
No.
Or is he a Generation X?
He's Generation X. Because I'm Generation Y.
No, we are millennials.
Oh God, don't tell me that.
From 18 to 37. Yeah,
Fuck off.
Me and your partner were having this discussion the other day because I called her a fucking millennial, and then she was like, "Dude, send me the screenshot," and I was like, "Shit, we're all millennials."
Oh, don't. So what is it from 1987 onwards?
Oh, I can't remember.
It's got to be like 87 onwards. Oh, fuck that! I don't want to be a millennial. They're all
I'm 88.
all idiots.
You're 68.
Yeah, he's 68 years old.
The funny thing about it is,
Where's my pension?
the funny food stamp. The thing about it was, we recorded a podcast earlier on in the week, but we had to. Well, we had some technical difficulties. It disappeared.
That's a funny way of saying it.
We were sat there slating millennials, and we are millennials. We were there like, oh fuck millennials and their iPads. You know, we were like proper going in on them.
Technical difficulties. A couple of us had technical difficulties because they're not here.
Yeah, they've got the plague or something's wrong with them. I don't really know. They're probably bumming each other.
They're probably boozing it up somewhere.
They're probably boozing it up somewhere. But what we are, yeah. If we're millennials, and that technically means what we were slating was Gen Z, Generation Z, for some reason.
The ones.
They're the ones. Yeah, the ones who grew up with an iPhone and an iPad and I don't know.
See, it makes me feel so bad. Like kids focus on so many different things, but I'll sit there and Maya will be screaming. Right?
Yeah.
And say if I've just got her in my arms, I'm trying to rock her.
Yeah.
And say if I just unlock my phone, attention's on my phone straight away, and I'm like,
yeah.
This is working, but I don't want it to because I don't want to be sticking something electronic in front of her to calm her down or to shut her up because, you know, books are around still, puzzles, you know, like I don't like a lot of kids nowadays are growing up with too much technology.
Yeah.
And fucking voice break there.
Voice crack over there.
Yeah, I just like my nephew, for example. He's brilliant. My sister and my brother-in-law have done amazing with him. You know, he doesn't own a games console. He's got good taste in music. He drums. He's got so much stuff going for him.
Yeah,
and it's because like he's not obsessed with technology.
Yeah, it is an issue.
So big up sister and brother-in-law for that.
Big up Ethan's sister and brother-in-law. And
you
also his nephew. I don't know, it's a weird one because technology is great in the sense that look what we're doing right now. Do you know what I mean? We can share this with the entire world.
Right, I was in the shower earlier, you know, shower thoughts. They come. Like, I was thinking about podcasts, like how shit they are, right? But then since we've been recording podcasts and making it and you've been thinking about it, I've got to like listen to a couple.
Yeah.
And rather than listening to like fuck yeah bitches and all this shit, like listen to music on the way to work like I normally do, like I've been listening to big up those conspiracy guys.
Oh yeah, because I listened to a 7-hour podcast.
Yeah, they're like 6.5 hours long, but they're wicked. I'm currently in the middle of the 27 Club one, and but I've looked at a couple of other podcasts, and yeah, I've got more time for them now. Like I think it's an age thing again. Like I'm becoming more calm and more patient, so I can listen to a group of people sit there and talk nonsense for 6 hours, whereas before, like I'd zone off.
Yeah,
I'd just completely zone out.
Well, it's kind of like, obviously, I listen to The Basement Yard all the time.
Yeah, big up Joe Santagata.
Big up Joe Santagata,
and
what
Keith,
a guy.
Big up Keith, what a funny guy.
Also, Danny, don't forget Danny. Big up Danny Lopriori, what a guy. But honestly, The Basement Yard, if you've not listened to it, by the way, and you sort of like what we're doing, go and listen to The Basement Yard, it's fantastic. I mean, they don't need us to shout them out, they've got 500,000 listens.
I mean, if they're willing to pay for the advertisement, yeah, bring dollars on.
Give us the money. But
so he's got kids.
That's a similar sort of thing. But you do
get a wedding.
You what?
You got a wedding to do.
Not yet. We've got to figure that out. Yeah, we've got to figure out where we're doing everything about that. We don't even know when it's going to happen. Haven't even planned that far ahead, mate.
You just got down on one knee.
Maybe I got down on 2 knees. You don't know what I did. You weren't there, bitch.
Well, he was. That's why you were on 2 knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary, Mary.
Oh, Mary.
What the fuck was that?
Kevin, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this is the first episode where we're actually going to put the video onto YouTube so you can watch it because we've got the camera recording right now. I
forgot about the recording. I'm looking like a derp in the corner.
Yeah, he does look like a derp in the corner. He's wearing shorts and a gay beanie hat and he's playing with his nuts.
These nuts.
Yeah, Kevin has a t-shirt. Just go watch it if you want to watch a couple. We're going to put a couple of clips up. We're not going to put the entire video up because, quite frankly, the entire video would probably get boring after a while.
Yeah, we're still looking for our audience. You know?
Yeah, more than anything.
We put out our first episode was a hit. Like we weren't expecting.
We did well.
We weren't expecting what were 100 and something views, was it? Listens?
About 130, which is more than I expected 3, which is what we're getting now.
Yeah, we're looking at about 6 views
Ethan's
now.
No, on SoundCloud.
It's my mum on 3 different users. But yeah,
that's it.
At the end of the day, if you don't want to listen, don't listen. But it's a hobby, so You know, we want to.
We're still going to do it if no one listens.
Yeah, we're gonna do it because it's a Wizards entertaining. But yeah, we've got some more video content of Kev and Jake watching a couple of disgusting videos. Yeah, so once it's edited, it will be up on our YouTube, and it's basically Jake and Kev watch things like 2 girls, 1 cup, 1 guy, 1 jar.
1 priest, 1 nun.
1 priest, 1 nun, yeah.
That was disgusting.
Had some weird levels of shit that day. Kevin needed a... Anyway, I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yeah, go watch the video. It's going to be up on YouTube. Probably by the time you listen to this, it'll be up on YouTube.
So, by Tuesday.
Hopefully. We'll try and get it up by Tuesday. If not, you know,
Can I ask about that when you watch them? What fucking people just say, hey, do this shit in your porno, you know?
Oh, what were they thinking? Well, it came. When did it come about? Like about 5 years ago.
Oh, longer than that. 2 Girls, 1 Cup was when I was a kid.
No. I'm on about like the Pain, because it was called the Pain Olympics, and I think it was. I think it was money, Kev. So people were saying if you, I can't remember what company it was, but they were saying if you submit a video, if you're doing something disgustingly crazy, we'll send you out. I don't know how much money it was, but that's where 1 guy, 1 jar, 1 guy, 1 hammer. That's where all that shit came from.
That 1 man, 1 jar, by the way. What a tiny dick. Yeah. I've just got to say it was like a thumbtack.
Yeah. I was more concerned about how much he was bleeding from his arsehole.
Yeah, but, you know, tiny dick.
Imagine if...
Big up Jake.
Big up Jake. He's not here to defend himself.
What would you do if Jake was that guy who did the video?
I don't think Jake's that fat.
Jake isn't that fat.
You know, or hairy.
Well,
I wouldn't know.
He's got the body of a prepubescent boy.
I met him when I was about...
So priests would love him.
1 priest, 1 Jake.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, more off the topic of you know.
I do this in every episode. How's your week been, Kev?
Yeah, how has your week been, Kev?
Well, it's been pretty good so far, considering now I'm actually living with Jake and his current girlfriend.
Oh yeah, Jake and Kev were moving in together. I've already done my 2 years' time.
Wait a minute. I was already living there. Jake and his girlfriend moved in.
Yeah, so how was it?
It's been alright. A few of the doors are broken, but they've been fixed. 1 got kicked down, 1...
And who's messier?
Jake's an angry white teenager. He likes to punch holes in walls.
Who's messier, Jake or his missus?
You can't ask him to say it on the podcast. Both of them
can.
Let's not live with them.
They'll be alright.
I have to live with them. You don't know what...
No, yeah, but I know you've got different living quarters, but who's messier?
Kevin, clearly.
No, I clean up.
He was a messy fuck when I lived with him.
You was, well...
You put curry all over the walls.
And your laundry was all over the living room. Your curry was all up the walls. I had to repaint the walls before we left.
To be honest, the day we had to move out, his missus spent most of the day painting my bedroom because
because there was spunk and curry on the
cleaning
walls.
the bathroom. And then what did you do? Went for a fucking shower. Yeah, you might laugh. It wasn't funny. Oh, Kevin, you need to get all of your stuff out the flat today. Right, I'm going to put this in your car. I'm going to leave that there. We might need it. Kevin, get it out! We don't need a fucking pillow.
At least my dad didn't drive off the van when you were trying to put stuff in.
Oh,
Come back!
At least we only had to drive around the corner to move your stuff. I've moved, by the way. I'm 25 and I have moved more times than my age. I stopped counting at 25. I've moved so many times.
He's moved more times than he's had hot
well,
dinners.
How many places I lived? I lived obviously with my dad.
Yeah.
I lived on my own in the flat when I was 18, which was when I used to go redeem with you. Then I moved back with my dad. Then I moved out with 2 people I worked with to the other end of town near where that flat was I lived in. Then I moved in a flat on my own. Then I moved in a house I share with some friends. And then when Zola came to live with us. And then me and Zola moved to my brother's house and we lived there while he did and didn't. He was in and out.
When I started coming around.
Then you started coming around. And then I bought the house I'm in now. And then you came and moved into that.
Yeah, well,
so
I
I've moved a few times.
Mate, it's weird, like, you get to... You know when you're younger and you can imagine your life in your 20s? It's completely different to how you imagine it.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I mean, big up the memes, you know. But like, by 25 I'm going to have my life together. But you're still eating pot noodles and you still love watching cartoons, Kev. Or,
Power Rangers.
Stupid shit, like, you get excited about going out and buying a draining rack or... Like,
yeah, just buying weird shit.
It's exciting. Like, it's...
I don't know why. I don't like it.
I don't like the fact that I get excited about buying new stuff like that. Like, new sponges and...
The scouring pads, when you're washing your pods and you get a fresh new one.
Listen, you might have bought scouring pads, but you never used them.
I did fucking
use them. He scoured his arse when a girl was coming
this
round.
guy used to make a curry and leave it on the side for 3 days. Like, Kevin, how are you meant to clean that pot? It takes half an hour and a lot of elbow grease.
He hasn't got any elbow grease. He's too old. All the grease has gone in his
It's all run
joints.
out. His veins are dry.
Just the record, I do clean up after myself, you know.
He does now. To be fair, when I went round to the house,
Yeah,
it
it's
looked
not-
pretty damn tidy. Even in his little separate living room.
I
That's
love.
just
You
his.
know what? The thing is, I'll sit and I'll slate like that flat, but that flat was my favourite place. I loved that flat.
We had booze downstairs, but we just had to pay for it.
Kev had the smaller room. I had the bigger room, but it just worked, didn't it? It was such a nice, like, it was a nice modern place.
It was a nice flat as well. To be fair, when I come
Yeah.
round like for parties or
But
whatever,
we used
it
to
was
like
nice.
we got to a point where we were like, right. I think at that point you didn't have the house yet.
No, I lived at my brother's.
Like, a couple of our mates hadn't moved out yet, and we were like, right, we'll just host everything. Like, we just had loads of people at our house all the time.
Yeah.
And we just didn't give a shit. You know, the neighbours didn't care. They were too busy throwing vases at each other.
Yeah, one of them was
Domestic abuse was
They
happening
were
in that building.
offering us drugs, all sorts,
Yeah.
you know. And we were like, you know what, we can get away with some shit here. We had a 90s night, we had a glitter night, we had loads of weird stuff
Best
going on.
one was that we were worrying the fucking noise. We were too noisy. The neighbours complained if they were noisy. We were like, fucking hell.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we were that flat was awesome. It was just
We used
so
to watch
cool.
people fucking fighting outside. They were arguing.
Yeah.
Family arguments. We would just sit there.
You're not advertising this building really well. You're advertising
No,
the flat
honestly.
great. The building sounds shit.
If I ever had to go like and live back like in a flat, like it was so cheap as well.
Yeah.
Like we were looking at like water rates of like £12 a month.
£12 a month.
And this is
Fucking
coming
Christ.
from a guy that showered 3 times a day. Like,
Did you have a water meter?
no, it was all just, you know.
I've not got one in the house. I'm so glad that I haven't because, well, you know exactly why.
Yeah. I'm lucky that, you know, it's different when you've got a kid and you're off work.
Yeah.
You think to yourself, right, you've puked on me. I'm not going to shower now because I'm off for the next 2 days. You're going to puke on me more. Like, there's no need. If you want to call me a dirty cunt, you can. But I'm not. There's no point cleaning up. You're going to get puked on again. You're going to get shat on again. You're going to get dribbled on again.
I'm pretty sure you're not the first parent to not clean up after being thrown up on in
Yeah.
that exact scenario. I can't speak for parents because I don't have a kid. I have a dog who's basically a man-child.
I have nothing as far as I'm aware of.
Kevin is a man-child.
Kevin is a man-child. He has to look
Kevin,
after himself before he
You're
can look after a
31
kid.
this year. Let's actually tell people your age. 'Cause
61.
You're 31 this year, or have you already 31?
No, my birthday's not yet. Don't worry.
So you're 31
When's
this
your
year.
birthday?
Do I have to say it?
Yeah, because people can donate.
Yeah.
My
Birthday
birthday's
money.
11th of June, so
11th of June, which is exactly a month after mine. Mine's the 11th of May. How weird is that? Kevin needs donations. I don't need donations because, you know, I'm not Kevin. But you can send me money anyway because I'll then give it to Kevin. I'll take some tax off it though because this is a democracy.
But Kev, like, I'm a bit like I'm just wondering, like, when are you gonna get your shit together?
Yeah, when are you going to get your shit together, Kev? Let's just get right to the point here.
what are you trying to say? You know?
You haven't got your shit together.
What are you trying to say? I should be married and a kid by now.
No, that's
No,
don't
but-
live by somebody else's
no.
timeline,
Yeah, but
obviously.
society tells us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Society can get fucked. In all honesty, live at your own timeline. We just want to know when.
Yeah. What's the plan? Have you got a plan?
Well, you know, just take day by day. You don't know. I could fucking wake up tomorrow and some bitch rings me up. Oh, I'm pregnant thanks to you. I'm like, oh,
No, but are you expecting that then?
I don't know.
What have you been doing?
Living the rock star
Have you
life.
been jizzing on too many public toilet seats?
No, he's been jizzing on too many girls that break shoe racks.
Yeah. Oh, big up shoe rack
yeah.
breaking girl. We've been.
If I ever get fucking bitch slapped by that anybody who says you fucking your mates at the
I
piss
hope
at
so.
me.
I hope you do.
Come at me because I am a gobby cunt. So right, we're 25 minutes in almost, and topics. We
Yeah.
this always happens. We do an intro.
Yeah, we talk about too much
it's
random
good.
shit.
So
It's great. Right, the first thing I want to talk about is that Ace Ventura thing. That people... Ace Ventura, right, it came out in 1994, so I was 2 when it came out. How old were you in 94, Ethan?
1.
He was 1, and you were
6.
76.
17.
But basically, it's come to light recently that in Ace Ventura, there is a scene where a man is dressed up as a woman and is surrounded by police officers, if I remember correctly, and reveals herself to be a man by taking the, let's say, the drag off, right? Or the disguise, whichever you want to call it. I'm not trying to offend anybody. And all of the police officers simultaneously just start throwing up. Now, in the 90s, that was hilarious. I know it's not now. I know people are getting offended by it.
It's been such a long time since I've seen it, but
Has
I can
anyone-
recall the scene, yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone watched Jerry Springer? They love that.
Listen, stick to the fucking subject.
Fuck,
I am.
Fuck
Right,
Jerry
go on.
Springer, we live in Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, watch the episode. Says, I love you, babe, but there's something I need to tell you. I'm a man.
Yeah, I have seen that, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I get... Offence is so subjective. It's such a sensitive topic right now as well. At this day and age, everybody is literally offended by everything. I get why, because you know you're right. You're right. You have your own right to be offended by whatever you want to be offended by. Same, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
This is it. You can, you know, if you're having the thing is, if you're having an off day, right?
Yeah.
And you arrive somewhere, and someone just makes one little comment at you. You're going to get angry and offend. Like it's defensive. It's a defensive mechanism, Kevin. It's a defensive mechanism.
Yeah.
So if you slate, the thing is, like, you need to like have a more of a carefree attitude.
Yeah.
Like it's like with the whole like when I live with you, and I changed. Like you knew I changed my diet. The amount of times you turn around and call me a fucking like a vegan cunt or whatever.
Yeah, something along those lines.
It's not. It's a joke. Like,
get
over it. It's a joke. I never once like I laughed every time he said it. Like, if you why don't you be serious about something
I'm not
like
trying. Yeah, I'm not going up to somebody who I live with, or somebody who is one of my closest friends, and going, "Oh, fuck up my ass, you vegan cunt," and actually meaning
you're
it.
talking about. Are we talking about cross dressers at the minute?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever like some of you might have seen a video of the manliest man dressed up as a woman in London, right?
Yeah.
It's a video. And this guy has basically gone up to him and gone, "You're fucking disgusting, mate," like pointing a finger in his face. And this guy who's dressed as a woman, he's taken it seriously. He's gone, "Oh no, please help me. No, leave me alone." And then he's lost his shit and just put his man voice back on.
I remember that video.
"Oh, you can't leave me the fuck alone." And
Yeah.
like, if you leave him alone.
Yeah.
Like,
let him do his thing.
You know what?
You
Some
be
of
you.
these. Like, I'm not one for sitting and watching like RuPaul's Drag Race, for example.
No,
like,
but our other halves are.
yeah, like they're probably watching it now.
They probably are.
But if they want to dress up as, you know what, their makeup is flawless.
Yeah, it
like
is.
their outfits are amazing. If you want to go and do that, then so be it.
Yeah.
Do you?
Do
Do you think some people woke up and they're like, "I've been born in the wrong body"?
Well, I imagine so.
I mean, look at
somebody.
how many mental issues are going around at the minute. Like, yeah, it's possible.
Do you know what? Next time Zola's friend is here, who is of a transgender persuasion, we should get her on the show and talk about it.
The thing is, we're obviously all prone to making jokes.
Yes.
But all jokes aside, let people live.
Yeah.
The way they want to live.
Exactly. It's like censoring comedy. You can't start censoring a comedian because you don't agree with what they're saying. What you do when you don't agree with what a comedian's saying or you don't like their jokes is exactly what you do if you don't like this podcast. You just turn it off. You don't listen. You don't get on Twitter and batter on about, I'm so offended by what you said.
You can
Nobody's
try,
gonna give a shit.
but I'm sure the five of us combined can come up with an answer.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
you piece of shit, if you've got that much time on your hands to slay us.
If you've got that much time on your hands to turn around to us and say, you've just been bashing us for what we believe in. No, we haven't. We've probably made a couple of jokes. Yeah. If you're offended by that, I'm not going to lie. Fuck you. Take your offence. Do what you want with it. But if you start throwing it in my face, I'm going to get annoyed because I've got freedom of speech as much as you've got the right to be offended.
But things aren't going to get better.
No, things aren't going to get better.
Things are going to...
We're in a dynamic shift of everything right now.
All it is something happens for 5 years, people get used to it, and then it progresses.
Yeah.
So, this is where it's all coming from. Everyone's offended about everything someone says. And you know what? Like, I kind of feel for them sometimes because you get these stupid little pricks that sit there behind a computer screen. Like, for example, like, we weren't going to talk about this because I forgot to mention it, but I can't remember her name, the model with the bushy monobrow.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, sorry for explaining you that way.
Yeah.
But the woman with the bushy eyebrows, you know what? They might not look nice to some people. Maybe she likes it, whatever.
Yeah.
But why is she getting death threats about fucking eyebrows?
It's a fucking eyebrow.
It's an eyebrow.
It's an eyebrow.
It's a fucking
I
eyebrow.
have bushy ass eyebrows. I have bushy
oh God.
ass eyebrows.
And you also have grey hair.
Yeah. Like, so what?
Yeah,
Like,
Ethan has a lot of grey hair. That's why he's wearing a hat.
Stress.
Stress.
The guy that the woman that was dressed like a cop and then turned into a man and everyone puked on Ace Ventura.
Yeah, bringing it full circle here. But basically, yeah, people are getting offended by it for saying it's transphobic, right? I don't think that's the issue here. I don't think it is inherently transphobic. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying this. I don't think it is transphobic purely because it was a man who dragged up, dressed to the nines, so that he could be undercover.
This is what. Yeah, but
the reason they were throwing up is because they were all there thinking, "Oh, that girl's really fit," and they were like, straight white man, I'm really butch.
Well, fuck that. I'm on about like if I seen a bloke walking down the street in stilettos, a dress, a wig. The thing is, right, I'm going to look at him and be like, you know what? They have got more balls than half the people I know. Yeah, because let's face it, who's going to go out and do that?
I ain't going to do it.
I don't have the balls to do that.
Yeah, 100% not.
If it's
Kevin
fancy dress and it's a laugh, fair enough. But it all comes back to cabaret. So like, if they're into that, then do it.
Do what you want to do. Who gives a shit?
You get a lot of hate crimes from it though.
Yeah, this is the issue. There's a lot going on, especially around here at the moment. It's like, do you know what I noticed the other day? Right, Bede Park.
Bede Park's near the uni.
It's near DMU. If you're not from Leicester, it's a park that's in the middle of the town centre and there's been a lot of shit going on there recently.
It's very well known for muggings and stabbings and stuff
basically
like that.
Now they've got metal detecting arches on the entrances to the park that are manned by somebody all the time, and you have to walk through them to get to the park.
Shops?
No. On the two entrances are coming from the side, the one that comes from the bridge, coming across there, and
That's
from the back of the park.
Yeah. What about the Great Central?
I'm not sure. I've not seen that bit.
Where Domino's is.
There yet. I imagine they've probably got it there as well. But basically, they're now scanning people going into that park for knives. They're using metal detectors to detect people for knives going into this park.
Do you remember simpler days when we used to hang out there and play Pokemon Go?
The worst thing, Pokemon Go. Yeah, Jesus. But
thing is, looking back at it, like you said, you said Pokemon Go, but there was a certain way you looked at it. Kids were getting out, walking around, getting exercise. Yeah, it was a trend that it did last so long. It ran its course. Yeah, but you look at it, it was.
I still play
it. Yeah, people still play it.
People still play it. Yeah, there is some kids who love it, but then you look at it, things like that. It got kids out walking around.
Yeah, that was the
you're right,
thing
but
about it.
You're right, but what we're trying to say is the society that we live in that could have been 50% beneficial, 50% dangerous.
I get that. That's the problem.
No, I know what you're saying. But
it could have been beneficial, but then there's got to be some person that's got to fuck it up and make it.
This is it.
That's just the inherency of human society.
This is it. But you're perfectly right. But it was wicked, wasn't it? When we used to go out, my god, we used to meet so many people. Yeah. But imagine little kids doing that. Like it could have been parents would have been scared out of their wits.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I was a kid, the most dangerous thing we'd come across was there was this tramp who lived on the park near my house, and we used to go play football in this park on occasion.
Supposed to say homeless nowadays.
Oh, whatever. But if you're offended, fuck you. But yeah, anyway, so this homeless guy lived on the park near us, and honestly, it was the funniest thing in the world. When we were playing football on the park, he'd just sort of start charging us. He was going after it. He was coming straight at us, just going, "Get out of here, you fucking kids!" It was a public park. I don't know what this cunt thought it was, like at his house. It probably was Kev 3 years ago. Look how big the spike was on that when you just did that noise.
Fucking hell. It even cut out.
That's enough autism.
Big up autism.
Big up autism and autism awareness. But society I would say it has gone very much downhill for more than one reason, in my opinion. I'm going to give my opinion on this, and it's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. If you don't like it, fuck you. Number one is the overabundance of political correctness. I think political correctness is a good thing. There are things that you should not say to people. Okay, freedom of speech again. If you've got something you want to say that is very offensive to a lot of people, and you want to say that to me, I have got no problem with you saying that to me, because I want to hear it, because I want to argue with you. And that is freedom of speech.
Open-mindedness, guys. Be open-minded.
Yeah, 100%.
Leicester is one of the most multicultural places in England.
It's the third most multicultural city in England. There's London, Bradford and Leicester.
What? Mm-hmm. Oh, Bradford I can understand.
Yeah, and London has got more diversity in the sense of a lot more people from, say, East Asia and Poland,
but
Europe,
all I'm saying is, like, fucking politics.
Politics is a load of bollocks.
All I'm saying is we're all from the same world.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Like, I've been an immigrant.
You lived in Spain, didn't you?
I know what it is. I know how it is. You know, I'm never going to slate anybody for coming here for a better life, because at the end of the day, it's what I was taken to.
Isn't that forget the American
human
dream.
rights? Yeah,
yeah. It's
if you're not,
right
if, you know, I don't want to live in Indonesia. I'm not getting on with it. It's poor. I've got skills to get a decent job in England. I'm going to take my family and earn a better living. Do it.
Yeah, fucking do it.
Welcome. You know.
I know Brexit's all up in the air at the moment. We come tits village.
I remember one occasion before I lived with you. I was living in a rent. You basically you had your room. You shared the kitchen and bathroom, but you were more or less
house. Yeah.
And the people I was living with were Romanians, and originally people were stereotyping Romanians were pickpocketers.
You get a lot of that. Yeah.
You did that, but then when I lived with them. There was originally there was a Polish guy there, but he left in the end. He moved somewhere cheaper, and the Romanians, they basically told the people I lived with told me that they were not allowed in their country to have tattoos, and one of them pointed out at me because my piercings have tattoos. I was the son of the devil, but then one of them I actually got to know. It sounds weird they said that, but one of them I actually got to know. And he said, even though they would judge me for having my tattoos, got to know me, and we were going to the gym and everything to go on. He was actually willing to get a tattoo, even though in his culture they were not supposed to. And I was talking to him saying, why did you move to England? And one of them, he mainly got on with it. He said, because the jobs over there, the money was not brilliant. Yeah. And he was being a waiter working silly hours in how many was he would only made £200 a week.
This is it.
And he was working...
Yeah. That's a lot of money for some people.
It was, but in that country, they're making a lot of money.
Yeah, they're probably too expensive to...
Yeah, 100%. It's all... Economy's bollocks.
I had a period of 6 months where I was like, you know what, fuck this. And I went and worked in an Amazon warehouse just for, you know...
Yeah, I remember that.
Less responsibility. I've always had really responsible jobs and I just wanted to chill for a bit. You know, not slating... this episode is like, no offence to anyone, no offence to people that work in warehouses, you know, it's good work. I went and worked in an Amazon warehouse for 6 months, and I worked with a lot of Romanian people, and I had the biggest laugh.
Yeah.
They were sound. They were every one of them, and I got talking to one of them, and he told me, he said he came from working an office job, getting 35k a year. His missus was doing a similar sort of job. But the lifestyle was crap. Their living quarters was terrible. They were just like, you know what, we'll come back. We'll come to England and we'll make a change. They both work at Amazon. The wage isn't great at Amazon, but it's minimum wage. But they did that to risk. They did that because they thought it was a better life here.
Yeah.
And they actually said it's not.
Yeah.
They said it's not.
Well,
and that's only because they live in a rundown area of Leicester.
Yeah,
they've basically moved into a Romanian area. So they've basically gone from one place to another, and it's the same.
Yeah.
Apart from like better, NHS, better law enforcements and stuff like that. Like to them, like it's better to them. Yeah. Nothing's changed. Like, what can you do?
It's not really what you want, is it? You don't want to come to a country for a better life to have exactly the same thing, but we've now not got the economy to be looking after because we've got dealing with this whole Brexit thing, which has now been delayed until June, which means we're just going to get another three or 4 months of bullshit coming out of that woman's mouth.
At least we're getting memes.
We are getting tons of memes
from Theresa May.
Thank you, Theresa.
Go run through a field of wheat, you bitch.
Kev wants to shag you.
Kev's
now doing the dance. The Theresa May dance.
I wonder if her husband does that or do a dog dance.
He comes home from work. Theresa!
I'm here for your asshole.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did she do that?
Was she trying to dance with kids?
I imagine... No. She was... it was when she walked out on stage. Got to get one in every episode. Yeah. But it was when she walked out on her party conference, isn't it? She walked out on stage and she was doing this fucking thing. Like, she was walking like some kind of plastic robot.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Has anyone seen Euro Trip? The robot dance. That was brilliant.
That was incredible. Yeah, she looked like a complete and utter tit. But anyway, she's cancelled Brexit until June. Now, I don't know anybody else's opinion on it. I'm not going to go into opinions on Brexit because, let's face it, it's the most divisive object in the country at the moment. Well, I say object. Opinion poll.
Well, we all know who voted to go out.
Yeah, we all know who voted for what. But
a lot of you did.
Do you know what? According to a thing, it was 17.4 million votes for out and 16.8 for in.
Yeah,
it was very close.
It was close.
The only thing where Remain had a bigger majority than Leave was the amount of MPs that stood for it. So now there's currently 4 times the amount of MPs who want to stay, and obviously 4 times less that want to leave. But now we've got all of these MPs trying to leave, but they're trying to delay as much as they can and trying to. So basically, they're not acting on the democracy.
Listen, I'm not I'm not into politics, right? I watch it, I read it, I listen to it, I take in what I can, but it's beneath me. Like I get that it's like the world, like it's going to change. It's going to change the country, blah blah blah. But I don't watch news. I've never watched news. Like I don't even have a TV license. I said this before. I'd sit and I watch my films and my series. I'm into my conspiracies, but fuck politics. I'll deal with whatever. Have you seen that what's the room they all get together in?
Parliament.
Sorry, I had a dumb moment.
Allergy in the house.
Parliament is a joke.
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen the way they mock each other? Like it's basically like us trying to organise a podcast.
Yeah, it doesn't go too well occasionally.
It's terrible.
Yeah, hence why Sam and Jake aren't here. It goes terribly because of miscommunication. We're all full of shit.
I've seen a group of conservatives literally shit all over what's his face? Geography teacher guy.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Geography
teacher guy.
And it just was made a fool out of.
I think.
And it was they're meant to have order in that room.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what the speaker's for. That's why I keep saying order and hitting a hammer on in a gaffle down on the table.
Order!
No, you're not the Speaker of the House.
Speaking of order, I need to order some food soon.
Yeah, we'll order some food after this. We'll get some food. But it's a whole thing. The thing is...
Fuck Brexit. What about Jexit? Jake isn't here.
Yeah, hashtag Jexit.
And Sexit, yeah.
Hashtag Sexit. That sounds like something...
Wait, what was you always Fexit?
No, it's just Pexit.
Pexit.
And
Kexit.
Ethan's just Exit.
Exit.
With 2 E's. And you're Kexit, which sounds like someone kegging somebody, pulling their pants down.
Sounds like something you do at the weekend.
Remember that in school when people used to keg each other? The wrong pull trousers down.
I spoke about that in the second one about
I remember.
getting kegged and throwing fish at people.
I remember getting kegged in front of my entire GCSE PE class and my dick just flopping around because my pants came down with it. I tried to tie my trousers up tighter because I knew they were going to do it.
And then you can't pull them up. Yeah.
Then I couldn't pull up, but I tied them up tighter. I tied them up tight enough, but not tight enough to not be pulled down. So it pulled my pants down with it. My dick was flopping everywhere.
I don't know if you'd be excited I didn't have that or feel boring that we didn't have it because we didn't have that shit when I was at school.
What,
yeah, in the fucking 40s.
Yeah, you had black and white photos, you chap.
You had the Cold War.
we came and did this podcast with an intent to still be funny, and we just spoke about.
We've got a bit serious.
We've got a bit serious. Apart from I think what it is when there's less people, you've got a clear mind of. There's less going on, and you get a clearer mind.
There is less going on.
Jake, Sam, you've been sacked.
No, they've not. Big up Jake and Sam.
Big up Jake and Sam. They're members of this, and they always will be.
We've got onto one thing and another. What was we wanted to speak about a couple of different things. We watched. We read an article about the Johnny Depp issues.
Yeah. So the whole thing with Johnny Depp and his now obviously ex-wife. Basically, what's happened is she accused him of beating her and abusing her, and in no situation is that funny. Sorry, this is a serious one, guys. No situation is that in any way funny. It's not at all. Big up the Me Too movement. You should be able to talk about these things. If you're being abused, anything like that, talk to somebody seriously. You should be able to. Message us. We'll talk to you about it. We'll help you.
We've dealt with enough shit.
Honestly,
we all have guy mates, girl mates. Like, come on,
Yeah, it is a big thing, But what's happened here is it's come to light, and there's been, some people are going to be speculative of it and say, oh, he's got money, he could have manipulated this anyway, he's Johnny Depp. She basically accused him of hitting her. He's lost numerous roles. He's no longer going to be playing Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean because of this.
That's angered me.
That has angered me because he was perfect for the role, and it's come to light.
Where's the rum gone?
Yeah. But the reason it's angered us is because it's now coming to light, and be as speculative as you want on this. I want you to have an opinion on it. Don't just listen to us being twats about it. She has now come to light, and it seems that she has been lying about him hitting her. And, she may have falsified the truth. He may have been angry, he may have shouted, etc., etc. But it's come to light that he didn't throw a phone at her or hit her in any physical way.
You know more about this than me, so
I watched some stuff about it.
It's bad because then it makes it harder for women who have been beaten, have been abused to come forward.
It's the cry wolf thing, but that's the problem. Like, England, like, I don't know about a lot of other countries, but England, I swear to God, like, I've never heard, like, so much shit go on when it comes to relationships. Like, men beating up women. Women beating up men as well, like...
Yeah, 100%. You know the guy who plays Phil Mitchell in EastEnders? His ex-wife used to beat him. You wouldn't think that was someone
everybody needs a voice, right?
The worst one I remember watching was Jeremy Kyle and the guy turned around and come forward and said...
I was about to say this. Sorry, Kev.
He came forward and on the Jeremy Kyle says that your girlfriend used to beat you up and all the audience sat down and laughed and he turned around and said, you won't be fucking laughing if he was doing that to his missus.
Yeah, if it was the other way around.
Thank you. I was about to get to that and I was about to say, like, big up whatever.
Well, just the Me Too movement. Yeah. You know what? I back it 100%. If you use it as a weapon like that selfish bitch, then fuck you, because it's not a weapon. It's a serious movement.
And you know what? We all, we know a lot of people in Leicester. We've been here like most of our lives, and there was a time when I was a teenager, and I was accused of many things by I don't listen. I hope you're listening. Well, I hope you're not listening because it'll cause more issues for me. But all I'm saying is, if you've been a victim, you know what it's like, because the amount of times I was accused of being abusive, and if you know me, I couldn't even fucking fight my way out of a paper bag. Like, how can I be abusive to...
I can vouch for this. He can't fight his way out of a paper bag.
Hey. No, but like, it's I couldn't fight sleep.
No, you genuinely couldn't.
Like, I was accused of so much shit, and it took... people believed this person, and it took for me to get hit in public for people to realise, hang on, maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's really hard, because until you're proven innocent, you're guilty.
Yeah, which is exactly the wrong way around. It should be innocent until proven guilty, like it was with every other crime.
So I feel bad for him because he's clearly been through a massive ordeal.
Well, this is the thing. It's basically ended his career. And he had a fantastic career. He's an incredible actor. He's very good. Yeah, he's such a good actor.
Wicked. He's someone to look up. He's someone to look up to. Like,
100%. This is the thing. He was definitely somebody to look up to, like as a stand-up guy. And then this has come along, and now you think, even if it is a case where he is,
the problem is the media. The problem is the media as well. The media, 100%. The media have probably slated him for and given him that label of a woman beater. And he's clearly been proven... Has he been proven innocent?
I'm not 100% sure. I've not got that far into it yet. I don't know what exactly it is, but he is now suing his ex-missus Amber Heard for $50 million for defamation. Yeah. He's also suing the media that have defamed his career. So he's suing a lot of people for a lot of money.
Yeah. And you know what? There's... Whatever gender you are, there's a lot of them now. But listen, women can pack a punch.
Oh, 100%.
It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. If I'm not being funny, right? If I seen a woman punch a lad uptown and he punches her back, like, why does he have to then get into trouble? Yeah, he shouldn't retaliate, but if she punched him, like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's exactly...
leave them to their devices.
I think get to the point where we control them to stop the fight. No, it shouldn't be fighting back. It should be...
but then why do we need to be involved?
It's not our fight. No. Literally.
It's not our fight. She slapped him, he slapped her back.
There's a thing I remember somebody would talk to. There was a lot of the times, say, if Ethan saw me beat you up...
Good luck.
But what I'm trying to say, say you saw me beating you up years ago, point where you'd stop me from beating him up.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of it, there was one point where it was like, say if you see me beat you up, you'd just be like, leave it, I don't know why he's fucking beating up, he could have done, deserve it. You'd walk on.
Yeah, but you know what? That comes again, we keep talking about society, and it angers me so much, I can't stop. I have to steer in that direction.
Yeah.
But, right, so there's a fight in the city centre between two lads, right? And 5 more of one of the lads' mates has jumped in and they're beating the shit out of him. Guess what everyone decides to do? Get their phone out.
Get the film it.
You fucking sick people.
Yeah.
Help.
We've got as a society now, oh god, here we go. As a society now, we have an obsession with voyeurism, and I don't mean the porn category, right?
Off.
We have an obsession with knowing about lives, with recording everything, trying to get famous, etc., etc. It's why people like the Kardashians are famous. Big up Kardashians. Yeah, you've done your thing. You've made a lot of money doing it.
Stop.
You can stop now.
Stop breeding. Fucking hell.
Kendall Jenner, right? People say that she's not self-made because she had a lot of backing in what she did, but she's a very young billionaire. very young billionaire.
Women
and she
look
made
up
that
to her.
herself.
Women look up to her, and you know what? People I can't because I'm going to rant for too long.
Yeah, we're gonna go. This is going to be like 6 hours long if we keep ranting about it.
And we've only just started.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
iceberg, yeah.
Again, it all comes back to the same point of the start of this podcast. Number one, be yourself. Do you? Don't worry what other people think.
Big up, like go. You know what?
He likes grey hair. I like a top knot.
But this is coming from this is coming from experience. We've been bullied. We've been taken the way out, pissed at the way we look, and
still do now.
Still to this day, like even by our friends, and it's like what? So you look a little bit different one day, and we do it to Kev,
Yeah, with his top knot.
But it's when you're friends, it's different. But you know, you walk around in the street and you get people like, you know what? I was in town. On Wednesday. And I was wearing a bright orange hoodie, and I was wearing baggy cargo trousers, right?
Yeah.
And this group of girls walked past me and whoever I was with, right? Yeah. Looking in the shop, and I heard them say, like, "Who does he think he is?"
I don't even know what that means.
This is what I'm saying.
What does that even mean?
And this is a group of 6 girls that were all dressed the fucking same.
Who do they think they are?
Exactly. Like, who are they to say? Like, who are they to comment on how I was dressed?
I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not the best looking person in the world. I know this. Do you know why I know this? Because I don't care. This is the thing. If you don't care about it, it doesn't matter. If other people care about it and you don't, it still doesn't matter.
You'll go through a lot less stress not caring.
Oh, and if you're American, by the way, don't use me as an example to say that all British people have bad teeth. It's just me, okay? It is just me, and it's also my dad who now has none. He's got dentures. It's just me, okay? Ethan has alright teeth. Kevin has surprisingly good teeth for somebody who drank so much Pepsi.
Yeah, Kevin, I was looking earlier, like...
He has really straight teeth. Did you have braces when you were a kid?
Give us a toothy smile.
His teeth are incredible.
They're so straight.
They look like dentures.
Did you have braces?
No.
Probably went around when
genetics.
You were born.
Mine are genetics as well. Thanks, Dad.
Mine aren't great.
They're alright, though. They're not like this. And no, I'm not smiling at the camera. The toothless smile.
Yeah.
But, yeah, honestly...
It's been a very quiet podcast.
Because there's only 3 of us.
It's so strange.
A lot of people have said we interrupt each other, so it's...
We're still interrupting each other.
You know
We've not learned anything yet.
You know what? Constructive criticism is our friend.
Yeah, 100%, because it helps us improve what we're doing.
It helps us improve. I've taken on board, like, I've had a few people get in touch with me, and they've said we enjoy listening to the podcast. We just find that a little bit difficult to listen to.
It's difficult.
The thing is, we all sit and we're all so hyper sometimes, and we all just sit and take the piss out of each other. Today has been so rare.
Yeah.
Because we've sat and we've just discussed what we wanted to discuss.
We should be doing this on like a news show. We should make a news show.
We should. This is how the podcast should be sounding.
We were going to talk about us having one of the things in the Instagram pictures of this bottle opener shaped as a cock.
Oh, that's it's because we're filming somewhere else. So.
Passing it around, saying whoever had it, holding it out.
See, we shouldn't have to do that,
guys. We're trying to figure it out. Okay, we're going to get there. I mean, this is episode 5 for fuck's sake. It's not like we're episode 400.
I'm gonna big up to my Irish mate Dean. He's doing a 365-day positive video challenge thing.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. So every day he uploads a video of him saying something positive. Because we all struggle to be positive. And today's video was based around starting something new. You all start at the bottom somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere. Yeah. And it's the same with the podcast. We're not experts. This is new to us. And I keep saying over and over again, we want feedback. Yeah. We want you to get involved. Speak about this, speak about that. Don't be shy.
All 6 of you that are listening.
Yeah, we're I'd say the Instagram is where all of us are involved. So we all control that page. But the rest is down. We've kind of given that responsibility to Phil. Yeah. Just because he wanted that responsibility.
Well, we weren't going to give it to Kevin. He's 70.
No, but we are all on Instagram.
I don't know.
We've all been tagged in pictures. Even if you want to if you want to message the page.
Just message the page.
Please talk about this because I think it'll be funny or it'll be important if you talk about this. Today has been so serious. It's not us. It's so strange.
Yeah, so. It kind of is, because we're still laughing about it. We're having a laugh. We're talking about some things that do need talking about. But next week, like I say, we are going to be talking about that Madeleine McCann documentary, because this is something we are invested in.
We've had oh my god, hours and hours
theories.
of reading.
So many theories.
And we're all quite excited about theories, whether it's abductees or chemtrails, or we all love conspiracy theories.
Oh, 100%. They're fun to listen to, even if they're.
But we want to talk about other stuff as well.
Yeah.
So,
if you like to give some money, it would be good as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Kevin. Don't donate to Kevin. He's only going to
donate.
spend it on ketamine. No, I'm only joking. He doesn't take ketamine.
yeah.
He's not a
But
weirdo.
we don't work without you. So please, constructive criticism, ideas.
Yeah.
We can come up with our own ideas. Like fuck you, but like we want you. The thing is, we want you to be involved because it makes it more fun.
And sometimes we can't be asked to think.
Yeah, like I know I've spoken to like some of my online idols. I've been in touch with before.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, obviously, like I said, I listen to the Basement Yard. If something's cool on that, I will totally get involved with it. It's like they ask questions on it. They stick it on their Instagram. They ask questions about it. I'll always try and respond to those things, even if he doesn't read it.
Yeah.
The point is, get involved. It's a good time, especially when things start going exactly how you want to hear them.
And we don't just mean it involves.
Maybe we'll cut that bit out.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll ignore that. But yeah, get involved with us if you want to. Go on Instagram, message their page, message one of us. We're tagged in the photos, and we'll probably like the photo, so it looks like we have more likes.
What we'll do is we'll sign it off. If someone was to message us, just sign it off with your name, so they know which host they're speaking to. Because we all have access to it, don't we?
Yeah, we all have access to it. Or
so
just message
a little bit like what admins do on certain page. They'll write something, then at the end, just their name. So
admin.
Yeah.
Admin.
But I don't know. This is we started this as a hobby.
Yeah.
But if it takes off and it expands, we're really interested in doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been speaking about it. We've been speaking about it for the past 2 years. So please, guys, we are trying our best.
Yeah. Wow, that sounded pathetic.
It did, but
we're trying our best.
Please love me.
At the end of the day, like
I love how you
start somewhere.
Yeah, we all do start somewhere.
I love how we're trying our best.
Kevin's come a long way as well.
He has come a long way. He started actually talking in the first episode.
It's a big help. It's like starting a new job. It all comes into place.
Exactly. Yeah. I couldn't be. I mean, for those of you who don't know, I'm a gas engineer, and you can't just walk into that job. You've got to have a lot of training.
You've started from the bottom and you're there.
Right at the bottom.
Exactly.
I didn't even know what gas was. I didn't even know it was methane mostly.
Yeah.
It's literally carbon and methane.
Just remember, no matter what age you are, if you're starting skateboarding, I will laugh at you. But
100%.
I'm gonna big you up, because
if you fall off and you eat shit,
that's what it's
on the way down, people are gonna laugh. It'll probably end up on YouTube in this day and age. But do you know what? Roll with it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
People falling is always funny unless it's you that's falling.
Good at skateboarding.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I tried when I was a kid and I was shite at it. So
I was alright.
I wasn't that good.
Do you know what I used to do? Get one of those razor scooters. You remember the ones when they spun around you in the ankle and knock you? Oh man, they fucking hurt. You used to put the handlebars right down.
Yes.
And then just sort of do this and go down a hill.
You know what was so funny about that? If you had the handlebars up, you were a geek. Like, you had to have them all the way down. Oh, this guy's cool. He's got his handlebars all the way down. Like, what the fuck was that
about? What does it even mean? Oh man,
but
kids are fucking weird.
They were the best scooters in the world.
Yeah, until they hit the ankle.
They've come a long way.
Yeah.
People still use them now. Like, no names, but there's a guy that I follow on Instagram. And he's mad. Like flips and all sorts on this scooter.
Oh, you mean on scooter? I thought you just meant he was mad.
No, yeah, he just stands there and does a flip. Yeah.
Speaking of mad, I saw a woman scream into a bin today, just so you know. She was literally standing in KFC screaming into a bin. It was incredible. Talking to mad people.
Did you recognise her?
No, I actually didn't. She was just some random lady screaming at a bin. Maybe she was screaming at the food she threw away and she's like, why did I throw that away? She had no idea.
It's me!
Yeah.
Or it was Kevin in the bin.
Kev's dad, can you tell us where you were on the day of...
Yeah, tell us where you were on the 14th of March around about lunchtime. If you're in KFC, you were probably the guy in the bin she was shouting at. Get out of the bin, you bastard!
Yeah, don't go to KFC, it's shit.
It's not that bad now. The chips have changed. They've got those little ones,
the chips,
flat ones.
the beans, yeah.
Fuck
I used to go there every lunch from that.
Go to KFC, not for the chicken. Go for the chips and beans.
The chicken is disgusting. But it tastes so good. Like, when I used to eat meat,
so
it tasted amazing.
The thing is, like, you saying that, like, McDonald's, they've slated it with that supersized meat and everything, but how the fuck is people still going to it?
That was a long time ago, Kev.
That was a long time ago. How old are you?
I told you, he still lives in 2003.
He still lives in 1903. You look like you're going to throw up just then. We're not watching Two Guys One Cup.
Speaking of throw up,
speaking of throw up, we are
YouTube. We're the Friends with Idiots. We're slowly expanding. So we are on SoundCloud, Spotify.
Spotify's a new one.
iTunes. But we are going to try and put some video content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, some of it is just literally watching us chat shit on the podcast. Could be a little bit boring. But we're going to try and get a little bit more content out there. Yeah. So, like, there isn't the podcast, by the way.
We really want to find the audience more than anything.
Yeah, it's review videos. So reviewing different, reaction videos. Like with
Two Girls One Cup.
Like reaction videos are funny. Or like maybe if we're out one day together, do a bit of a vlog on it.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Because like we often think as what do passerbys think about us? Because we're a bit stupid sometimes and a bit crazy.
We'll just start asking random people on the street with a camera. What do you think of us right now?
Right, do you remember when me and you walked Barney?
Yeah, and you shit yourself.
What park was it? Yeah,
Swithland Wood.
But if we videoed me and you walking through that park. Because we were speaking about the future and the podcast and stuff, but this was like 2 years ago. Like
that's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, but if we'd have recorded that outing, you'd have witnessed me shitting myself, Phil stealing concrete.
No, it was a slate. I stole a slate. No, I didn't steal a slate. I don't admit to any
I stole the slate for you.
Yeah, Ethan stole the slate, but basically it was so I could prop my joists up under my kitchen floor.
Yeah, but what I mean is, it was just such a funny outing.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
That viewers, like, it would have been I would have found it entertaining watching it. So we just want to
we're going to fuck around and put it on video.
Maybe
that's what we're trying to say.
Go to the barbers, because half the time when we go to the barbers we just mess about at the barbers.
But we have to ask consent.
Yeah, you have to ask consent from the
because
barber.
Our hairdresser's a bit fucked up. Big up DJ and your groom room.
And Pete,
yeah.
Pete who?
Me and Kevin take a lot of stick from them guys, but we're still returning customers,
and we give them money.
We give that's probably what. Yeah, we give them money. No, I need a piss. So
this is a good time as any to end it here. So, like I say, if you want to get in touch with us, Instagram. Facebook, there is a Facebook page. I mean, only I really have access to that. So Instagram's the best one to go for. We do have a Twitter, but we have 5 followers, so you know what's about it.
Mum on different accounts.
One of them's Ethan, the rest of his mum on different accounts.
His mum and his dad and his gran were off to Vindaloo.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You've not heard the song?
No, and we'll talk about that later. But anyway, if you want to listen, obviously you're listening on SoundCloud, I imagine, or iTunes. We've also got it on Spotify. Listen to any of those.
Hopefully we'll have a full cast next time.
Hopefully, yeah. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for listening, and fuck you.
Let's get the call.